Countryside. It's Joe Smith, your general manager, and I'm here today with Scott Ortiz, our director of food and beverage.
Thank you, Joe.
Good to see you, Scott.
I'm right back at you.
It's Monday, February 26th, and we are back with another one of our weekly updates, and we thought we would start today with a visualization exercise, maybe?
That's a good name for it.
Yeah, we're trying to keep these videos interesting, doing them every week. So we are standing in what will be the general vicinity of the new outdoor bar, pool, patio cafe area. So as you can tell, the clubhouse is behind us. As I look out beyond the camera, I'm looking at the practice range, and we're looking to you all to try and visualize what you're going to have in early 2025.
Can't ask for a much better day than a day like today.
Weather's gorgeous,
so this would be the perfect day to come outside, grab a cocktail, hang out by the pool. Yeah. Watch some TV, have some lunch.
Catch some rays.
Yes.
It's not pretty now, but I'm using my imagination, and I see some tropical landscape, sparkling waters,
exactly,
beach entry, an exciting and happening pool bar.
Some frozen drinks.
Music in the background, maybe a little live music.
Live music.
You never know.
That's outstanding, Joe.
So,
I can hear it now, actually. I couldn't before, but now I can.
It's a little ways in the distance. As you all have seen, awful lot of work going on in the clubhouse, but we thought this was a good time to pause and try and visualize what our future will look like. So
it's an excellent idea.
We're excited.
Excellent practice, Joe.
Yeah. All right. So, back to operations.
Sure.
Scott.
Where we are now.
Coming off a couple pretty busy weeks.
Sure.
That's been the theme.
Yeah.
Had an incredible 600 people for AVA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It was a sight.
It was awesome.
It was a sight. It was a sound. It was a whole thing to the evening.
I'll tell you, sometimes those events take a good amount of faith when you're not quite sure how the setup's going to look.
Sure.
And you guys pulled it off. It was just amazing.
Awesome.
So kudos to you and your team.
Good to hear. Thank you.
So let's talk about this week and kind of what's coming up.
Sure.
What do we got?
So this week, obviously regular operations. We got lunch and dinner.
Yep.
Wednesday night and Friday night, we're finishing off our February lunch menu this week. Heading into March as we get into next week. We got an extra day with the 29th hitting us this year with leap year. And then we March 1st is going to be a Friday, so we're going to wait until next Monday.
Sure.
When we'll have our new March lunch menu starting up. But we've got regular operations. This coming Thursday night, we've got our first trivia night under the tent.
Yeah.
Which sold out really quick. So we're looking forward. Yeah, we've got I think 112 right off the bat.
That's excellent.
It was good. Obviously, we don't have seating for 112 under the tent, so we've got a couple of tables that we're bringing in, some extra chairs that we're bringing in. So it should be a fun night. Once again, maybe there's an extra team there. We're not 100% sure, but we should have at least a couple people.
I know of two people that have a ton of useless information.
Yes.
So who knows?
Yeah, exactly. So it should be fun. Should be a good night. Should be a beautiful night because we're hopefully past all the nonsense,
cold weather
that we've had here for off and on. But so we've got that coming up, and then as we head into March. We're going to have our next parking lot party coming up, March 7th.
March 7th.
That'll be our first one for March. We do have something every Thursday in March, so parking lot party kind of kicks us off.
Yep.
And then going into that next week, just to kind of touch on a few dates, to get them out there. They're going to be in the newsletter, so you'll see those also, and you're going to see flyers kind of around the Wellness Center. Mary sends them out in the emails also, but March 12th is a Tuesday. That's going to be a wine tasting. So we had that back in January. We're going to bring the vine back out. We heard some positive comments on that, so we'll do a little wine tasting on Tuesday the 12th.
RSVPs for that?
Yes, please. Okay. Yes.
All right.
Yes, they're on their website. It's ready to go. So as soon as you can get on there and RSVP, just to give us an idea. We do have to cut it off at a certain point only because we just have a little bit more limited space inside to be able to pull that off. And then we go to the 14th, which is a Thursday. We've got Name That Tune. So
it's a big week that week.
But you're forgetting just one more thing that week as well.
I know there is.
The big man himself, you know, we've got Elvis, the King.
The King is coming to Countryside.
The King and his Blue Hawaii show will be here on March 16th, which is going to be that Saturday.
Yeah.
So just to kind of touch on the first half of this month.
That's an awesome show. Yeah. We've had that, hosted that in the past at another property. In fact, didn't we have them scheduled last season and we got rained out?
We did,
That's right.
We had some funky weather.
But again, for those of you who are considering coming, it's not one to miss.
No, definitely not, yeah.
You know, Elvis will be in the house, and typically they come with hula dancers and fire twirlers.
Exactly. And it's a big show. It really is. It's huge.
It's awesome.
So it should be fun. It's just going to be, it's going to be a sight for sure.
Unlike ABBA, I don't mind Elvis.
Excellent.
But I was so happy to see all the attendance at the ABBA show, and I truly, truly hope we have the same, if not more, in attendance for Elvis.
No doubt about it.
We're an awesome concert.
I would expect that we're going to see at least that, if not more. So we'll continue to kind of remind people reservations for that. You know, we'll open up wristband pickup starting early that week, which I believe is going to be March 11th. So that's a little bit in the future, and we have you know, time to kind of continually remind people about that. But get online and make your reservation for that show, because it's going to be big. We want to see just an amazing amount of people out in the parking lot. You know, Elvis will be inside, outside, all over the buildings. So it's going to be fun. You know, we've got some other stuff that's coming up towards the end of the month. I'm going to mention one thing: karaoke. We've had quite a calling for it.
I know we have.
We've got our first one scheduled on March 21st, which is the following Thursday after that Name That Tune, so the 21st of March. And then we've got another one in April that's scheduled as well. So those will be outside under the tent as well. Those are ones that we're probably going to recommend that people bring their own chairs, just because we're going to probably run out of space fairly quickly for those. And it's a little bit less of a reservation as far as more of an RSVP.
I think people are having fun with that. You know, particularly at the parking lot parties. You know, again, we've said this before. We go into those events with like 90 reservations, and we end up finishing the night with a few hundred in attendance. And I don't know, I just love seeing people walking down with their lawn chairs and just being casual and hanging out. So
no, that's awesome. It really is.
You know, this format might be a fun thing to do as they progress on the club. You know, doing our weekly updates from an area in the club or around the club, and we use our imagination to visualize the future. So just a quick update on the project. Well, I'm not going to give you the update, but what I will tell you is Mike McDonald and myself will be providing an update on the project very soon here. So again, I expect something to come out later this week in video format. So just keep an eye on your emails. Scott, anything else?
I think that we're pretty good for right now, Joe. Just, you know, continue to kind of ask people best you can to make your reservations for dinner services.
That's most important.
Just again, to give us an idea, that it's been great. We've kind of moved on to, you know, a time of year that's obviously super busy. So as soon as you know that you want to come on, make your reservation, do that. We are in the middle of Lent for those that participate and are concerned with, you know, maybe not eating meat on Friday nights. Chef's got seafood items that he's putting on the menu. So we've got those items kind of taken care of, and the same thing with like lunch. We've got some non-meat entrees that'll be on there as well.
Excellent. So, well, that's great. So again, that's kind of a broad view of what's coming up, and then in the coming weeks we will touch on all those events in more detail. But again, I just as a reminder, I encourage you all to pay attention to your emails. Check the website frequently. That is the best source of information in terms of what's going on and making reservations and whatnot. Also, you know, updates on the project. All of the monthly committee reports, latest building plans, so on and so forth, are all available on the website, as well as all the project videos that we do. So those are all archived on the website under that page. So excellent. Scott, as always, appreciate the time.
I got you, Joe.
You know, hope this was a little entertaining for people. They can try and visualize what the future is going to look like. But this area back here is just going to be so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult to picture it now, but it's going to be so awesome.
Quite a transformation for sure.
You know, and just the view of the practice range and the ninth green, the first tee. It's really going to be a great spot to relax and socialize and dine. So awesome. Excellent. Well, Countryside, as always, we appreciate the comments, the feedback. We appreciate you keeping up on these videos. Scott, thanks for the time.
Pleasure,
Thank you to you and your team. They're doing awesome.
Thank you.
And Countryside, we will see you around the club real soon. Thank you.